Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the Third Man Cricket Show. Welcome back to yet another video. Before we get to the video, वापस से three simple requests. अपनी attendance लगा दो यार. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and become a part of the Third Man family. Now then, what is this video all about? इन दिस वीडियो हम लोग दोबारा हिस्ट्री में थोड़ा पीछे बार बार जाने वाले हैं इन द previous 12 editions of the cricket world cup, and we'll be looking at the top 10 underdog wins which have happened over these 12 editions in the cricket world cup. Okay, so should we begin? Let's get straight into it. Come on. At number 10, we have Zimbabwe beating the mighty Aussies by 13 runs at the 1983 Cricket World Cup. This was Zimbabwe's first ever ODI game they ever played, and they faced an Australian side with names like Dennis Lilly, Jeff Thompson, Alan Border, etc. Zimbabwe captain at that time was the ex-Indian coach, if you remember, Duncan Fletcher. Yep, who scored 69 runs with the bat and also picked up 4 wickets with the ball. One of the biggest upsets of the in the history of the cricket World Cup, जो कि लोग अभी शायद भूल चुके होंगे, but definitely not the Aussies. So yeah, that's number 10. Number 9, we have Kenya beating the West Indies by 73 runs in the 1996 Cricket World Cup, जो कि सब कॉन्टिनेंट में हुआ था. आफ्टर स्कोरिंग जस्ट 166 रन ऑन द बोर्ड, केन्या को लगा होगा कि शायद ये मैच तो हम हार ही गए बिकॉज दे आर प्लेइंग वेस्ट इंडीज, जो कि ऑलरेडी 2 टाइम चैंपियन थी वो टाइम तक. सो बट उस दिन कुछ और ही लिखा हुआ था फॉर द हिस्ट्री बुक्स. वेस्ट इंडीज गॉट बोल्ड आउट फॉर जस्ट 93 रन एंड केन्या वन द गेम क्वाइट कन्विंसिंगली बाय 73 रन. उनके ऑफ स्पिनर मॉरिस ओदुम्बे, आई थिंक इफ आई एम स्पेलिंग हिज नेम राइट, मॉरिस ओदुम्बे व्हाटएवर, उन्होंने मैच के बाद आके एक स्टेटमेंट कोट करी थी कि इट्स लाइक वी हैव ऑलरेडी वन द वर्ल्ड कप आफ्टर बीटिंग वेस्ट इंडीज. सो I think he himself clearly means that this was a true upset. Yep. So that's number 9. Number 8. Who do we have at number 8? In the 1999 Cricket World Cup, which happened in the UK, Bangladesh were playing in their first ever edition of the Cricket World Cup, and they're facing Pakistan at the time, who were undefeated in the World Cup, and they ended up beating them by 62 runs in Northampton. This At this time, Bangladesh wasn't even a test playing nation, so Pakistan chasing only 224. Their batting a bit collapsed, where they had 3 runouts, and they fell short by a big margin of 62 runs, giving Bangladesh a big victory at the Cricket World Cup. Right. So that's number 8. Number 7, we have once again Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe घूम फिर के आई जाती है in terms of upsets, and it's fair to say, I mean, they are not that strongest side. They haven't been a strong side over the years, but yeah, here they are once again. This time beating the runners up of the 1992 World Cup, England in Australia, जो कि आई थिंक वाज द फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट जहाँ पे हमने राउंड रॉबिन फॉर्मेट देखा था. एंड या दैट्स द सेम एडिशन. जो फर्स्ट अपसेट मैंने आपको वीडियो में बताई थी, व्हेन जिम्बाब्वे बीट ऑस्ट्रेलिया by 13 runs with the Duncan Fletcher knock and his bowling. That was their first ever win. The second win was this one, which came after 9 long years. So England were chasing just 135 in this game, and they must have expected that this was a cakewalk for them. But unfortunately, वैसा हुआ नहीं. एडो ब्रांड्स करके एक बॉलर थे जिन्होंने 4 विकेट लिए, एंड इंग्लैंड गॉट बोल्ड आउट फॉर जस्ट 125. Yep. So that's number 7. Number 6, we have the Irishman beating Pakistan in 2007 World Cup by 3 wickets on a green top pitch. Pakistan got bowled out for just 132 runs, and जब ये मैच खेला जा रहा था, it was the St. Patrick's Day, which is a big thing in Ireland, and Ireland ended up chasing the total with their captain Niall O'Brien playing a very crucial knock and allowing them a 3 wicket victory in the end. Okay, so these are the top 10 to top 6. At top 10, I think we had Zimbabwe. At number 9, we had Kenya beating West Indies. A quick recap: number 8, we have Bangladesh beating Pakistan. Number 7, we got Zimbabwe once again beating England in 1992. At number 6, we have Ireland beating Pakistan. Now, the top 5. These are my favorites, so just stay tuned for this. At top at the 5th position, we've got Kenya beating Sri Lanka in the 2003 Cricket World Cup. Yes, ये वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत ही ज्यादा वन साइडेड मैचेस हुए थे, एंड केन्या beat Sri Lanka to book a spot in the semi-final. That was a big thing which happened in the cricketing world at that time. I think Sri Lanka were chasing just 211. Yep, and they got bowled out for 157 with a leg spinner Collins Ubuya. अगर मैं नाम सही pronounce कर रहा हूँ तो Collins Ubuya picking up 5 wickets for Kenya. Yep, so that's number 5. Number 4, we have Bangladesh beating the number 1 side at that time in South Africa in the 2007 Cricket World Cup by 67 runs, if I'm not wrong. I think Mohammad Ashraful scored an 83 ball 87 for Bangladesh in that game, and allowing them to reach a total of 251 in the end. साउथ अफ्रीका के मैं आपको थोड़े नाम बता देता हूँ वो लाइनअप में कौन कौन थे. ग्रेम स्मिथ, Ibi de Villiers, Jack Callis, Herschel Gibbs, Justin Kemp. I think that's more than enough to show that what a strong side South Africa were at that moment. And they ended up losing the game by a convincing 67 runs against Zimbabwe against Bangladesh. Sorry. So yeah, that's number 4. What we have number 3, we have Sri Lanka, a very recent upset we would say in the Cricket World Cup history, the 2019 edition, which England won the game. England won the cup, but this was the upset which involved England as well. Sri Lanka beat England in the 2019 World Cup, batting first. I think Sri Lanka scored 232, and Angelo Matthews scored 85 for them in that game. And England, with their batting lineup, including the names like Johnny Bairstow, Joe Root, Ben Stokes, Josh Butler, Owen Morgan, Moeen Ali, Chris Wokes, James Wins. I think the list goes on, and you would fancy them to win this game in their own backyard. But unfortunately, वो मैच उनके हाथ से निकल गया and Sri Lanka ended up winning the game by 20 runs. Lasith Malinga, the veteran seamer for Sri Lanka, he picked up 4 wickets in that game for them as well. Right. The last two, the top two upsets in my personal opinion. At number 2, we have Ireland beating England in 2011 in Bangalore. One of the best games to have ever played in the history of ODI cricket, and not just in the history of World Cup. Ireland were chasing 328 in Bangalore and were at 1.111 for 5. No one, I don't think किसी ने भी chance दिया होगा to Ireland to win that game from that position. But what happened, what followed was nothing less than a miracle. Ireland's Kevin O'Brien had different ideas on the day. He scored the fastest ever World Cup century in that game and almost got his team over the line. I think jab 11 odd runs bache the, he got out and ended up Ireland winning the game by 3 wickets, chasing down 328. Okay. So we've had the top 9 World Cup upsets, in my opinion, already in this video. The last one, the biggest upset in my opinion in the Cricket World Cup history is this one, and you have to talk about it as an upset. I don't think nothing in my opinion tops this historic win by India over the mighty West Indies. Yes, I'm talking about the 1983 World Cup final. Kapil Dev's Indian team beating the mighty West Indies by 43 runs at the Lord's Cricket Ground. After putting on just 183 on the board, I think not many would have given India a chance at that point, because West Indies had names like Sir Vivian Richards, Clive Lloyd, Desmond Haynes, Gordon Greenidge, Jeffrey Dujon, Larry Gomes, and the list goes on and on and on. But the Indian bowlers had different ideas and bowled the West Indies out for on just 140, with Madan Lal and Mohinder Ramanathan picking up 3 wickets each. मेरे हिसाब से I don't think there has been a better script written for a World Cup win than this one for Team India. Could be a bit biased because I'm supporting my own nation, but if you have a look at the team and the contenders and the mighty West Indies in that edition, I think you would believe me that this was one of the greatest upsets of the Cricket World Cup ever. That's it from the today's video. Hope you liked it. Do let me know in the comment section down कि आपके हिसाब से कौन से अलग अलग अपसेट्स हैं जो कि वर्ल्ड कप हिस्ट्री में हो चुके हैं, जो मैंने शायद वीडियो में कवर नहीं करा. एंड डू लेट मी नो दैट. जाने से पहले जस्ट लाइक द वीडियो, सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल, एंड आई विल सी यू गाइस इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. गुड बाय.